Hello and welcome back to Kitchen Economics. This time we're going to hit on a familiar topic from last time, a little wealth inequality and wealth versus income. All right, so if you didn't tune in last time, we talked about the difference between millions and millionaires and billionaires and $1 million and $1 billion. Just as a quick refresher, I got my props here since I'm recording this right afterwards. We talked about if we had a dime represent $1 million, and $1 billion is 1,000 million. So it would take 1,000 of these to make $1 billion, which we said was a Benjamin. So $1 million, $1 billion. So difference between a millionaire and a billionaire, and when you're talking about government spending, difference between spending millions of dollars and billions of dollars. All right, so let's talk about wealth. Again, wealth inequality again, and wealth versus income today. So wealth inequality, trying to get our heads around that kind of money that some people have, and then the difference between wealth and income. All right, so today we'll pick on Jeff Bezos again because, favorite target of mine. But we'll also talk about somebody who I think most people can relate to, and he's in the news a lot lately. Also, Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan he has a big income, right? Even though he doesn't play basketball anymore, he owns the Charlotte Hornets NBA team. But most of his money comes still from Nike and his endorsements from the Air Jordans line. To put that in perspective, he made I had to look it up. He made $145 million last year, and about $140 million of it, or something like that, was from Nike. Charles Barkley, the second biggest shoe deal, I had to look him up, and he made $32 million last year on his shoe deal. So Jordan's got him just still beat hands down, even though he's long out of the game, if you will. So how much, we said he makes $145 million. So we're going to put this onto the magic whiteboard here. All right. So Michael Jordan, $145 million. That's his income. That's per year. That's the difference, right? Wealth is total amount of everything you own, net worth, if you will, and this is how much you make a year. All right, let's break this down to put that in perspective. If you broke that down per week, you'd have to divide it by 52 weeks in a year, and you'd get almost $8 million a week that he makes. This is 2019. All right, and then I said, well, what is that per day? Well, if you divide that by 7 days in a week, you would get about $400,000 a day. That's about what the President of the United States makes in a year. And that's how much Jordan made per day last year on average. Divide that by 24 hours in a day, and you get about $16,600 per hour, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no matter what he's doing. That's what his income was last year. Divide that down by 60, $276 per minute, every single minute of every day, and divide that by 60, and you get $4.60 per second, every second. So just imagine somebody handing you a $5 bill every second that you are alive, breathing, sleeping, doing whatever. That's the kind of money that Michael Jordan made last year. Impressive. All right, so let's go back, pick on Jeff Bezos real quick. Last time we talked about Jeff Bezos' wealth. Now that's the difference, right? Wealth and income. Wealth is how much that you have accumulated total, and we said his wealth, he is the wealthiest person in the world, is 140 billion with a B. So we were talking millions with Michael Jordan in income, and we're talking that's income for Michael Jordan versus wealth for that. So one interesting way to kind of put this in perspective, we agree Michael Jordan makes a lot of money, right? Well, let's put it in perspective. How long would it take Michael Jordan to have as much money as Jeff Bezos if he saved every dime, every one of these millions of dollars that he made to get to this many $1 billion? Well, if you divide Bezos' wealth by Michael Jordan's income for a year, what you end up with is 965 years. So what that means is it would take Michael Jordan, if he didn't have to pay any taxes and if he didn't spend anything, he would have to save up all of his income for 965 years to end up with as much money Jeff Bezos has right now. So, all right, key points. Difference in wealth and income and wealth inequality. Just trying to put that in some perspective for us so that when we talk about tax policy and a little thing I'll call the big trade-off in a future lesson, we know where we're coming from. All right, thanks. See you next time.